Secretary of Department of Telecom, Mr. Mathur, Mr. Kanwalinder Singh, Mr. Mukund Govind Rajan, Mr. Robert Podovani, Mr. Duncan Clark, of course the prime mover, Mr. Vikram Tewatia, our friends from Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and this very positive, very significant, very illustrious fraternity of telecom sector, members of the press. I must congratulate CII for taking this initiative. It's good to have such forums where we can exchange experiences and perhaps carry some lessons from the success stories of the SAARC countries. Each one has a positive point, and therefore there is always a scope to learn. We have a forum of regulators where we discuss various issues. But initiative coming from CII is particularly welcome because it sort of links the telecom access providers, service providers, with the regulators. The forum which we have is very restrictive as of now, just the regulators talking to each other. And I'm very sure that some of the common points and areas of interest would be carried forward through such forum where some dialogue can be introduced. One such, of course, before I start my formal speech, is the issue of sharing or introducing certain standards of roaming charges within the SAARC countries. You have all seen the initiative taken by European Commission, who have already, because they have the authority, of course, have introduced legislation in this regard. Here it will have to be a consensus arrangement because each country will have to have dialogue. We have already written to APT and we have written to the President of the Regulators Forum of the SAARC countries a small paper in this regard, suggesting that it will be a good thing to initiate an understanding of what the roaming charges are, what is involved in it, and then from there identify some kind of agenda for dialogue. Let me now return to the subject which has been assigned to me. The regulator's function in today's world, particularly in telecom, is little complex because there is a continuous interaction between the technology and the economic activity. And there is also, of course, emerging from this is the issue of conflicting goals which have to be reconciled and optimum result delivered to the community. I mean telecom community. This naturally entails both normative and positive rules. But above all, as a regulator, we have to ensure that there is competition and that most of the